I am Dr. T. Srilata, Assistant Professor of Botany, Pingal Government Degree College, Vattapalli, Varangal. So, coming to the general characters of fungi. So, fungi, coming to the occurrence. So, the fungi develops on the breads and dead organisms and living organisms. So, dead plants, dead animals. So, very important character of the fungi. So, they did not contain chlorophyll cells. So, they did not participate in the photosynthesis. So, they depended on the other organisms for food. So, these are all called heterophytes. So, the plant body is thallus and they belongs to Thallophyta, but they are heterophytes. So, they depended in the they depended on the animals or plants for food. So, they are called heterophytes. Eukaryotes, next so study of fungi is called mycology. Coming to the thallus organization. So, here the thallus organization, the plant, the body is look like one. They did not separated into some parts. So, the plant body, complete plant body look like one structure, one single structure. So, it is called thallus. So, they did not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. So, the plant body is called thallus. So, here the fungi plant body is also thallus. So, they did not contain chlorophyll cells. So, it is not plant. So, they did not contain chlorophyll cells. So, it is not plant. So, because of plant body, so it belongs to Thallophyta. So, here we can see the first diagram. So, that is one ribbon shaped structure. So, that is called we can see in the microscope and that ribbon shaped structure, it has so many branches and so that hyphae, that filament is called mycelium. So, that filament is called mycelium. So, that filament is called mycelium and this mycelium so two types are there. The mycelium complete the fungi enter into the host cell and they divided into so many they undergoes to they forming they divided into so many cells, they produces mycelium and the mycelium spreads into the host cell and then they produces haustoriums. So, then haustorium, the haustoriums are round shaped structure and the haustoriums absorb the food material from the host cell. so host organism. So the haustoriums absorb the food material from the host cell, and the mycelium more develops, and the haustorium helps to the mycelium more develops, and when the mycelium complete developed in the host cell, then they undergoes to reproduction. So then they undergoes to reproduction. So here we can see the mycelium, and mycelium first host fungi cell enter into the host cell, and they spread into the host tissue, and they produce mycelium, and mycelium produces haustoriums, and haustorium absorb the food material from the host cell, and it gives to the mycelium, and it helps to the developing the mycelium, and then the mycelium undergoes to reproduction. So here the storage food is here glycogen, and coming to the nutrition. So here the nutrition, they did not contain chlorophyll cells, so they did not participate in the photosynthesis. So they depended on the other dead animals, dead organisms, or living organisms. So here coming to the nutrition, the fungi belongs to two types. So they undergoes to two types of the two types are there. So first one is saprophytes, and another one is parasites. So the saprophytes means the saprophytes living on the dead organisms, dead plants and dead animals. So the saprophytes living on the dead organisms, so they did not caused any diseases. So they did not cause any diseases, so they did not harmful. So the they living on the dead organisms, so they are called decomposers also. So the saprophytes also called decomposers, and they are also called environment scavengers also. They are called environment scavengers. So coming to the parasites, so parasites they are living on the living organisms like living plants and living animals. So they cause diseases. So here they enter into the living organism and living plants, and they caused diseases. So we can see the next classes. So albugo, here the albugo it causes white rust diseases in cruciferae families, and next red rust diseases also. Fuchsinia caused red rust diseases in wheat plants. So we can learn white rust disease and red rust disease. So two type of fungi is there, saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes they are living in dead organisms, and they did not cause any diseases, so they did not harmful. They helps to atmosphere, they helps to human beings, so they are called environment scavengers. And parasites they are living on living organisms, and they caused diseases. Next, coming to the reproduction. So here the mycelium, we can see the mycelium. So first one is there is no cross walls. So second one is there is cross walls. So here there is no cross walls. Here there is cross walls. So here first fungi, eucarpic fungi, they are called eucarpic fungi, and the second one is called holocarpic. First one is called holocarpic fungi and the second one is called eucarpic fungi. So why they are called eucarpic and holocarpic? Here the first picture we can see the first diagram, the complete there is no cross walls. So the complete hyphae, the complete mycelium change into the mycelium change into sexual part are female or male. So here there is second diagram, we can see the second diagram. So here the cross walls are there. So only one part, where it is end with the cross walls, so that part only can change as a sexual reproduct. So that is called eucarpic fungi and holocarpic fungi. Coming to the reproduction. So reproduction takes place by three types: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction also. So vegetative reproduction, fragmentation, the mycelium accidentally breakdowns and breakdown piece, they becoming into the new mycelium. So that is called fragmentation. So next coming to the asexual reproduction. So here the asexual reproduction, fragmentation, first vegetative reproduction. So next coming to the budding also in vegetative reproduction, budding also in yeast, the round yeast produces one small ball like structure at the upper side of the yeast, and the round shape structure that is called bud, and the bud separated from the mother cell, and they produces again new cells, that is called budding and fragmentation. Then asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction, so many spores are there. So the mycelium produces so many spores, zoospores, aplanospores, so many spores. So the spores are participants in the asexual reproduction, and they produces new mycelium. Next coming to the sexual reproduction. So here sexual reproduction, there is no female sex organ and male sex organ. So here the female strain and male strain fusions with each other, the female cell and male cell fusions with each other, and they forms one diploid zygote, and the diploid zygote undergoes to spores, zoospores or aplanospores. So the zygote convert into the spores, and the spores produces new fungi thallus. So we can see the clear diagram. They place a strain and minor strain attached with each other, they fusions with each other and they forms one zygote, and the zygote produces spores, any spore, oospore, zoospore, any spores, and the spores are produces new mycelium thallus. So major groups of fungi, so Basidiomycotina, Zygomycotina, AM fungi, Ascomycotina. So last one, lichens. So here the lichens means the lichens means they present in algae, and fungi. So the algae and fungi living with each other. The algae and fungi living together, so that is called symbiosis. So the algae and fungi helps together for food or accommodation. Algae helps to fungi for food, and fungi helps to algae for accommodation. So they helps together and they form one single like structure that is called lichen. So these are all general characters of the fungi. Thank you.